Gonna play a game tomorrow though.
All right. Today I want to go over the 20,000 emails that were recently subpoenaed and released from the Epstein estate because everyone is talking about this right now with good reason. And I want to pick out the 21 most interesting, damaging, and shocking revelations because the story of Jeffrey Epstein, his ties to Donald Trump, his level of global influence, and the implications it all has for the country and the world has now been blown wide open. Let me start off a little bit differently here. Rather than simply diving in right away, I want to begin with a sort of index glossary of names. There's a pretty hefty number of people that we need to be familiar with before comprehending these emails. So at the very start, right now, I want to go through one by one and explain who these people are so that if at any point someone doesn't remember or I say a name that they don't recall or aren't familiar with, they can come back to the beginning and find out who that person is, why they matter, etc. Here we go. First, obviously, is Jeffrey Epstein, financier, trafficker, well-connected socialite, and the main subject of the video. He was arrested in 2006, again in 2019, and he died under suspect circumstances in 2020. If you want to know more, there's a bunch of prior videos in a playlist down below, but yeah, I'm sure pretty much everyone is already familiar with who he is. Next is Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell was Epstein's right-hand woman, if you will. She helped facilitate all of his activities, participated directly in the trafficking and woman. Next is Ghislaine Maxwell. Maxwell was Epstein's right-hand woman, if you will. She helped facilitate all of his activities, participated directly in the trafficking.
That nigga also had his own, what do you call that? Batman's butler. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Bro, I'm saying it was moving wild.
And the abuse, resulting in a conviction. But after a special interview with the Deputy Attorney General of the United States, she was moved to a minimum security holding facility with special treatment as well, and is now allegedly seeking clemency from President Donald Trump. Obviously, logically, Donald Trump is next. Pretty sure everyone already knows who he is. But his wife, Melania, is also a kind of important figure.
What the fuck? They got Melania to what she do? Yo. This is bigger than we thought. Damn. They got Melania too? Is this how Trump's kid's gonna be there? Byron?
Because she's currently embroiled in a potential lawsuit with an author named Michael Wolff after threatening him with a $1 billion defamation suit in an effort to force retractions on some of the claims that he made about her and Jeffrey Epstein. Michael Wolff, as we just said, an author who wrote extensively about Epstein and conducted a number of interviews with him, supposedly something like 100 hours of footage, is a journalist and author closely connected to the Epstein story, who has not only made explosive claims about things he allegedly saw, but also embedded himself in the controversy by targeting President Trump repeatedly. Moving on, we have Landon Thomas Jr., a New York Times journalist who is also relevant to the situation, highly. But I also think it's worth mentioning that from 1994 to 1998, Landon Thomas was an asset manager at Morgan Stanley. He's not just a journalist, he's also a finance guy. Next.
Oh, so it was a cover-up. Damn. We got real superheroes out here. They're moving like Batman. Batman at 9 times Bruce Wayne in day. I promise you. How you finance and like... Okay, bro.
Up is Steve Bannon, former chief strategist at the White House during the first 7 months of Trump's 2016 presidency, which is very important. Then we have Catherine Rumler, former White House counsel to Barack Obama.
What did Elliot Milk do? I feel like you're taking shots too. Yeah, I'm finna call you out and make you also get sued. What is he doing? What fine she didn't do? She was just a secretary. Damn.
Obama, 2011 to 2014. And Larry Summers, former...
She was just a secretary. She didn't do shit. She's innocent. Let fine shit go. Your Honor, I object.
Secretary of the Treasury, Director of the Economic Council, and close personal friend of Jeffrey. Secretary of the Treasury, Director of the Economic Council, and close personal friend of Jeffrey Epstein. Still not done.
Bestie. Yo.
There's Bill Clinton, former president, Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, and then Linda Stone, who is a former Apple and Microsoft executive who reportedly idolized.
What? Also iPhone? Wow. Yo, I'm also linked. What the fuck? I'm also gonna be linked. This ain't Apple too. All Apple users. It's gonna be number 14. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? What does iPhone have to do with this? Oh, gang.
Epstein. Her name comes up in the emails as well. Almost done. Last three names. Tom Barak or Barrick, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Private equity and real estate guy who's done extensive fundraising for President Trump.
What?
Private equity and real estate guy who's done extensive fundraising for President Trump. Also serving as the senior advisor on the 2016 Trump presidential campaign.
Okay.
Chairman of his inaugural committee, and now current United States ambassador to Turkey. There's Vitaly
Them niggas out here who think Trump going to jail ever, yeah, dumb as hell. That nigga is not touching a day in light in prison, bro. That nigga free, man. And it's not that I'm defending you or something. You saw how that nigga moved when they tried to bring him down. That nigga outdid his other cases. Damn. Yo.
Turkin, former Russian ambassador to the United States. And lastly, Thorbjorn Jagland, former Prime Minister of Norway and Secretary General of the Council of Europe.
Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, they were throwing a whole worldwide Project X party. South Africa, you invited. Norway, Iceland. Yo, this is a World Cup but for parties with jeans. Yo, what are niggas on?
There's a few more names here and there, but those are the ones that we need to fully understand, because the 21 most interesting or damaging emails specifically refer to, come from, or are exchanged with one of these people.
Okay.
With that fully out of the way, let's dive right in. 20,000 emails have been released.
A group shot with a lollipop swinging their legs. What is the next link up? Yo, on my crib? Nah. I'm saying was the organizer. Party or event organizer. Them niggas are tripping, bro. I'm not making, I'm just, you feel me? I'm not making fun of the victims and all this stuff. I know niggas gonna clip, bro. When you make content, content, sometimes sit on the side and I'll be seeing niggas defend somebody who is on the wrong, criticizing somebody which is not even relevant. But I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna cut that video, me laughing, and maybe in the future when you're like super famous or something, or you blow up and then niggas just gonna take it out of context and you're gonna get heat. You have no control over it, bro.
By House Democrats and House Republicans, in a complete mess, by the way. The formatting is terrible. It's just, they're all over the place. But those emails are now being dissected by the internet at large. Thankfully.
How the fuck did they even get this shit? Yo. Oh my goodness. Maybe they leaked my fucking news already. Oh, I'm gonna go viral. Yo, I'm crying, bro. Man, wait.
There is a searchable database that was put together by Courier, which I'll link down below for anyone interested.
So that doesn't mean we're not safe, because how the fuck did they get emails from other people? That's my actually. They hacking them niggas? That means they can get anybody if they can get all this shit. No cap. Oh shit, damn. What the fuck? That's why the Telegram guy was there.
So the process of finding and sorting out relevant versus irrelevant emails becomes much easier. And after doing precisely that, these are the top 21 things that I...
Why is pedophile on their fucking... Hold on. Why is that on their fucking site? On their news... They do a pedophile friend kept... they held accountable for being a pedophile. So then say women... Epstein international sex organization.
I believe are most interesting, damaging...
I thought there was like texting that motherfucker. Like, why would he take that?
And shocking from all of them. Here we go.
All right.
Number 21. This is an email from Jeffrey Epstein to Landon Thomas Jr., New York Times journalist, in 2015.
All right,
after Landon Thomas said that everyone was coming to him thinking that he had juicy info.
Nah. Imagine y'all chefs get licked, bro. Some of y'all be cooked. You're getting life. Life. Yo, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You. You. Oh, my God.
On Epstein and Trump. Quote, read the BuzzFeed Read My Airplane Log info on 15.
Nigga, you can't just go. Let's read this motherfucker, okay? Okay. It was Trump. Alright. With the feed or read my plane airplane logs and any contest. Of the mask of my house, I bowed down and almost walked into the door, leaving his nose print on the glasses. Young woman was swimming. You! Yo! The nigga was like that. The nigga was like this. Oh! Bro, ocean views. Nah. Leaving a nose print on the glass as jet swimming is crazy. That nigga was on some timing. Yo. That nigga was making an order like Christaka. Let me have that one. Let me have that one. What? Yo. Nah, you're cool. And that nigga was like, I know him. This nigga turned into who the fuck denied Jesus 3 times in the Bible? Was it John or was it? I don't know. I forgot his name. I have no links with that nigga. I told him to stop. You, but you left a nose print. Damn. How did they even find his nose print? Who is the fuck? Bro, don't time me. Bro, what the? Okay, bro. Now everybody coming to me thinking I have just info on you and Trump because of this. Okay, let me read it first. I know Jeff, 15 years, terrific guy. Trump booms for months. He's a lot of fun to be with. Oh shit. You just said that was not your man's. The shit is saying you're locked in for lifers. For lifers. Me and Tree. Shit we never tell. You. Oh my gosh, he's a lot of fun to be with. Hey, even said that he likes video as much as I do. Okay. And many of them are on the young side. Oh no. That's Trump? What was it? Bro, yeah, shit over there, and I'm not defending them and shit. They can use how them drug dealers move. How can they be dumb as fuck? This just goes to show, even though I'm not defending or trying to be like sketchy something, but this just shows in something that I learned. You have to, when you live in life, you have to know the street life from hardcore boys and all this stuff, rappers, how they live, how they're doing some stuff, so you don't get fooled, you know what I mean, and get caught up in life, because you will know how this rapper goes with some things, how their lifestyle, seeing different aspects of some life will teach you something. You feel me? So, so this was just some rich niggas, and he out here sending emails like, yeah, ain't nobody gonna read this. But this was probably in 2009 or something. This was actually in 2015. Oh yeah, he gone. Jeffrey enjoys his social life. That's the reason of the line of the friendship reporter. The information contained is on the rise. It's talking about some. What the fuck was even this even about, bro? Talk about unauthorized. Yeah, that nigga.
After Landon Thomas said that everyone was coming to him thinking that he had juicy info on Epstein and Trump.
Right.
Quote, read the BuzzFeed Read My Airplane Logs and Hawaiian Tropic contest / have them ask my houseman about Donald almost walking through the door, leaving his nose print on the glass as young women were swimming in the pool, and he was so focused he walked straight into the door. Not the most...
Yo! Nah. Bro. Nah.
salacious thing in the world, to be honest.
That's crazy.
Distracted by young women in a pool. But I figure we might as well start slow at the beginning. Number 20. Contained in the very same email thread about how people assumed there was juicy info, Epstein also says, quote, would you like photos of Donald and girls in bikinis in my kitchen?
Whoa.
Still nothing explicitly wrong with that per se, but certainly a step up in severity. That is, Epstein offering ambiguous or potentially compromising photos of Trump to a reporter.
So, dann wohl.
What these ads are killing.
Number 19. This is where things get much more complicated. Donald Trump has long maintained that he split away from Jeffrey Epstein entirely in the early 2000s. There's been multiple contradicting reasons directly cited for that breakup, let's call it. But all of them
like he got dementia. Like, hey, I don't know them things. I just met him one time. Say hello and keep it pushing. Y'all was besties. Yo. Hold on.
Or between 2004 and 2007. At least, that's what we've been told. In an email thread from an unknown redacted sender as of 2017, a visitor was on their way to Epstein's house, notably the second floor of Epstein's house,
Bubba.
which is
Who
where
that?
prominent victim Virginia Giuffre specifically indicated the massage tables were, and the bedrooms with cameras were documented in evidence photographs. Tables were.
Why was them niggas having cameras? That's my question. Yo, unless they were planning to, you know what I mean, backdoor them. When we reached the second floor, Master turned right and led me into a bedroom. Made a U-turn around a king-size bed, then entered an adjoining room with a massage table. What the fuck? A naked man lay face down on top of it. Whoa! What the fuck they got going on? But what's this? What the fuck? Yo! His head resting on his folded arms. What? But when he heard us enter, he lifted up to look around at me. Okay. I remember his bushy eyebrows and the deep lines in his face as he grinned. Say hello to Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. Maxwell started. But before I could do so, the man spoke to me. You can just call me Jeffrey. Slit! Yo, he was for say nearly 3 times older than me. Faced with Epstein's backside, I looked to Maxwell for guidance. I'd never had a massage before. He alone given one. But still, I thought, isn't he supposed to be under a sheet? We don't do over that over here. We don't do that over here. It's crazy. So basically, indicated that it was normal. Calm down and told myself, don't blow this chance. Huh? Don't blow this chance? Listen, gang. And I've been saying this. You know what I mean? Some people might criticize me for this and all this stuff. And me being, you know, I've experienced not something like this, but where a girl younger than you will try to get with you. You know, girls are usually, I don't know why they love young, they love older boys, older men. I don't know why, but it did happen to me more than like 2, 3 times, and I had to deny them, even though I was also a minor at that time. I think I was also a minor. One did happen when I was around my 20s. She was like 17, but I still told her no. But still, it doesn't justify, because at 15, 16, you know, if you're like 10, 11, then I get it. But at teenagers, you can still tell wrong from right. This, like, if you don't blow this chance, it's like, bro, like, I get it. Both some of them are also wrong, because as an adult, you should know, yo, this kid is not on the right mindset here. And some kids are, yeah, don't think about consequences as kids. People don't think about consequences. But still, there are people who are aware of this. They know this is wrong. And with all this data and internet and all this stuff, you gotta know that you shouldn't be messing with the grown ass man. Like, you know it, but somebody said they're loyal to their feelings or emotions or something like that. So they should also be taking accountability, because some of them allow it too. I know people are gonna think I'm wrong, but some of them know this is wrong, but they still go for it. Out here, she's talking like this, but don't blow this chance. You, like, bro, you knew this was wrong. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, some people, some women, even though they are, they know that messing with this older dude is wrong, but they still go for it. You can't give excuses to some people, because they're young. There's some certain age when you're a teenager, you can tell right from wrong. You can most definitely tell. And some of them should be like putting aware that, yo, there's consequences if you entertain the shit. As soon as it happens, no. Don't entertain and then, oh, I was a victim later. No, stop it. So I feel like also on their side, even this side is also wrong for the man. Like, you're an adult, you can tell right from wrong. You're grown, and you feel me. You can tell that that's wrong. But at this time, also these smaller ladies who can tell right from wrong and entertain the shit, they should also be held accountable. Like, yo, there's consequences if you entertain this shit because it's entertaining. Stop using that victim mentality as a thing because I've seen them other niggas talking about this shit like, yeah, I love them all and all this stuff, and you're that young, you feel me? So because when I was young, also I knew you couldn't get with them big niggas, big ladies. Also I knew that was wrong.
And the bedrooms with cameras were documented.
Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Evidence photographs, aka the place where abuse occurred. This unknown person went to meet him.
Whoa, what
as
the
part
fuck?
of
They were creating his own Netflix movie.
exchange where they ask for a door code while Epstein says that the house is more private for a meeting. And then suddenly, quote, I'm at the door, but I will wait for my time.
Okay.
I don't want to come early to find Trump in your house.
Holy
End quote.
shit.
And keep in mind, this is 2017, nearly a decade after the two had supposedly parted ways. Number 18.
Shit. They were still locked in.
This is an exchange allegedly between
Why didn't they then-
parted ways.
But let's read the whole shit. Okay, the other thing is really irrelevant, bro. I wanna see where they wanna meet up to Dubai.
Number 18. This is an exchange allegedly between Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay.
Reading, quote, from Epstein. Prince Andrew and Trump today. Too funny.
Prince?
Bannon. Recall Prince Andrew's accuser.
What? Prince Andrew? Who they? From which kingdom? Oh.
Came from Mar-a-Lago. Further down. Can't believe no
Hold
one
on, I
called
did-
on
yeah,
Epstein. Prince Andrew and Trump today. Too funny. Bannon. Recall Prince Andrew's accuser came from Mar-a-Lago. Further down. Can't believe no one is making you the connective tissue,
Okay.
referring to Epstein. To which Epstein then replies, F and B only. End quote.
What the fuck?
Seemingly speaking in code, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what to make of that one, but I certainly
FNB.
thought it was interesting.
The fuck
Number
does that could be?
17.
What that could be? FBI, do something. What's that?
This is an exchange between
Well, but this list has been delayed so much long. I don't even have interest to see it. If it comes out, it comes out. If not, bro, they can keep that shit. You're just wasting our time.
Kathy Rumler, former White House counsel to Barack Obama,
Okay.
and Jeffrey Epstein in
Obama
2000.
too? Damn. Okay. They say welcome to the party. Pop smoke. Yo, he was also tuned
14.
in.
Quote from Epstein. You need to talk to boss, Rumler responds. Agreed, but I need to be prepared to say yes before I talk to him. Epstein again. Understood. It comes down to high risk / reward, low risk / reward, professional, emotional, and financial.
The fuck
After
is
which
the
Rumler
boss?
responds, most girls do not have to worry about this crap. And Epstein says, girls? Careful, I will renew an old habit. After which he lists off some of the world's most powerful businessmen and politicians, saying, you are a welcome guest at any. Also, if you think there are interesting people in town, everyone here for Climate Summit, Clinton, Security Council, holy shit, I'm on or next 30 minutes.
This nigga say a bell, I'm pulling up. Bro, nah, skr. 1.5 seconds, I mean. Nah, that's crazy. Careful, you know, I will renew an old habit. Oh, oh, going back to your older ways. Okay, gay. Nah, who? Okay, hold on. I saw some names here this week. Bill Burns, Gordon Brown, Jerry, Council of... What? Oh my goodness. Council of Europe and Nobel Chairman? Damn. This is bigger than Nino Brown. Leon Black. Woody? What the fuck? From Toy Story? Which Woody are they talking about? The Hood Woody? Or Woody from Toy Story? Sultan Dubai. Oh god. Yo.
End quote. One thing I should mention right now before going further, these emails are absolutely full of typos. Epstein and multiple of the people that he regularly corresponded with had precisely zero regard for proper grammar, so if it sounds like near gibberish at times, that's just what the emails look like. Anyway.
I've realized something also like in Africa, bro, the teachers beat the shit out of you if you have a crazy writing or spelling shit. In Europe, they don't give a fuck. But some people have the worst handwriting I've ever seen in my life, bro. That's like my dog, right? Nigga, what the fuck? Yo, they want you to be able to is to what the fuck are they doing in school? It's to teach and write. I remember my teacher used to beat my ass when I wrote too small, too big. It was like this shit needs to be neat. I remember her teaching me that shit. So what the fuck are the teachers doing? Bro, I can't even read that shit. Bro, imagine you can't even read your own handwriting. How They scamming the shit out of y'all niggas, bro. What? Nah, bro. If you're living like in first world countries away from Africa, because I know that Africa no play about school, especially them teachers. They take that shit serious. Y'all gotta check on your kids, cause they just boys like they just teach their kids like whatever. You know what I mean? It's like here we are, nigga. Niggas get shot every day, bro. I remember like, but somebody wrote me. He was writing something, and I'm like, what's this? And he can't even read his own handwriting. Bro, boy.
Careful, I might renew an old habit in reference to girls is certainly a little bit suspect when it comes to the most prolific abuser in human history.
Ombre-Nomad von Louis.
Disturbing is the word. Disturbing.
Number 16. This is another exchange between Rumler and Epstein on a thread titled Donald Trump's High Crimes and Misdemeanors. Rumler says, quote, "It makes no difference whether it was his money. Issue is failure." And Epstein on a thread titled Donald Trump's High Crimes and Misdemeanors. Rumler says, quote, "It makes no difference whether it was his money. Issue is failure to disclose. Plus, fact that he has lied his ass off about it makes clear that he knew it was illegal."
Okay.
To which Epstein responds, "You see, I know how dirty Donald is.
Oh, shit.
My guess is that non-lawyers, New York biz people, have no idea what it means to have your fixer flip." And
oh shit, yeah, that nigga he had to be clipped. Nigga. I'm pretty sure this if these emails are out right now, I'm pretty sure the big fishes also got them. You feel me? That's why they took that nigga out, no care. Whether he took himself out or he got taken out, yeah, that nigga was gone for sure. This why would you say some shit like this? Oh yeah, you cooked. Maybe he wanted some credibility, like, yo, them niggas tried to take me out, I got their asses on the hook. Nah, nigga. What? Yo. Once you're dealing with the bigger fishes, bro, you do not want to be on their bad side. Not at all.
that particular thread is probably about the criminal cases that Trump faced in New York, presumably.
Okay.
But the idea of Jeffrey Epstein saying, "I know how dirty Donald is," should make even the most devout supporters raise an eyebrow.
Not only that, but the comments he made, like grabbing girls by the pussy. Nigga, there's a nigga who told me the same shit, and I'm looking at him like, dog, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? You feel me? I ain't never been brought up, or this shit is not taught at school. But why would you do that? A grown ass man, why would you? Why? In what world? In what world? Some of you just need some. I don't know, bro. You need some train like a dog. You know how dogs be trained? Literally. You know what I mean? Upright, forward, left, right. Bro, sit, stand up. Bro, they'll be wilding. And these are not only people who don't get girls. Bro, these are literally creeps out here. Bro, I was shocked. I had to cut that nigga off. That nigga was wilding. You feel me?
Just to hammer that point home, number 15 is
And somebody asked me, how you come across these niggas? I'm like, bro, you can't tell. Because you know, when you're like in the younger 20s, you just meet a lot of niggas. So you can't tell. You just think somebody's cool, and then you chill with that nigga. And then you find out later, you be like, alright, bro. You feel me?
is an exchange between Larry Summers and Jeffrey Epstein in which Epstein says, quote, "Recall I've told you I have met some very bad people.
Okay.
None as bad as Trump."
Oh. Yo, you're talking about how they were talking King Von in that audio clips. If he want to do something, he's gonna do it himself. Yo, is that bad? Not one decent cell in his body. That nigga Venom. You. So he's dangerous? Gang.
Not one.
Bro, if this nigga has this much case files and they couldn't get this nigga, yo, and leave that nigga alone, bro. I don't know why he was talking about, why he was saying all this shit on them emails. Why couldn't they just talk on the phone? Why couldn't he call that nigga to the side? This nigga was out here pillow talking to this motherfucker. Yeah, you had to go. This nigga dumb. Didn't he just think like, yo, this shit might get leaked? If these emails are here, them emails definitely landed on the wrong hands and he had to go. Why is my shit just... Alright. Alright, bro.
One decent cell in his body. So yes, dangerous. End quote. Ideally, at this point, the gravity of the situation is beginning.
Shit. I'm scared too. I'm gonna be like Duck. None of this shit in here is real. This is all cap. Yeah, Duck literally said in the song. None of this shit I'm rapping is real. It's cap. This nigga still landed in jail. Yo, I'm fucking crying. And then niggas who talk about free Duck. I love Duck. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he's an amazing person, but yo, if you kill niggas out here, bro, bro. If that was, there are people saying free Smirk. What? If that nigga is guilty, they better keep him. If he's innocent, alright, you're good. But what? Free who? Yo, that's crazy. Let the victim, the family of the victims, like, do shit to your families and then let's say free them. How y'all feel? That's crazy. America got the most fucked up mindset.
To present itself, but we are truly, genuinely only just beginning to scratch the surface of how bad this is getting. Number 14. This is another chain between Epstein and a redacted correspondent, which says, quote, it will all... another chain between... Scratch the surface of how bad this is getting. Number 14. This is another chain between Epstein and a redacted correspondent, which says, quote, it will all blow over. They're really just trying to take down Trump and doing whatever they can to do that. To which Epstein replies, it's wild because I am the one able to take him down.
Oh! Whoa! Yo! He said, step aside, I got this. I'm his matchup. Finally, I'm with the opponent. This nigga, Bo, they took you out. You couldn't even defend yourself, Dwayne. Dwayne, oh my goodness, that is wild, Dwayne. Hey, what? Sending an email on this one is wild.
Let me pose a question here. Why is it that Epstein, at the end of 2008...
What was they beefing? I thought they was twins. Twins here.
The question here.
Okay.
Why is it that Epstein, at the end of 2018, shortly before he was arrested the second time and then died under suspect circumstances, why is it that he's explicitly saying, I'm the one able to take him down about the sitting president of the goddamn country? Just food for thought.
That's crazy.
Now for an even crazier one.
Oh,
Number 13. How many people remember this right here?
What the
weird
fuck?
Bill Clinton painting that Epstein had with a blue dress and red high
What the
heels?
fuck?
Anyone? Okay, well, keeping in mind that this painting was owned by Epstein and hanging in his mansion.
They had this nigga out here like Mona Lisa. Yo, isn't that the point, the Trump point? Yo, this thing definitely was painting, bro. I refuse to believe this is AI. This is definitely no AI. Nigga, he took like Hillary Clinton's clothes, bro. You're dead ass wrong. Nigga, what?
Home. Let's take a look at this particular email thread between Jeffrey Epstein and Mark Epstein, his brother, in 2018, which says, quote, how are you doing? All good, Bannon with me. Ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba.
What
and
the
I thought I had Cirrus. You and your boy Donnie can make a remake of the movie Get Hard. You mean...
What movie is that? What are they talking about? What? Bro, They plotting on them their own niggas. But what's wrong with these niggas? Bro, they even try to make movies. Yo, this nigga was trying every shit in the book. Gang. Oh my goodness, Get Hard. Are they talking about the movie Kevin Hart? Yo. But if there was a movie part, which movie part would y'all remake? If y'all was gonna remake, I would do that. How do you call him? The Batman guy, Bale, not Bale, Christian Bale. That's his name, the one who played Batman, like, but American Psycho. You, yeah, with the mirror. Woo, duh, that shit was crazy.
In Donnie T.
Which part would y'all recall? Would y'all like, which movie would y'all remake? With you and your boys. I think it is wild, bro. Not even shorties, but them niggas is wild.
End quote. For the sake of clarity right now, just in case anybody didn't
What
pick
the
up on
fuck is
this,
Bubba?
he doesn't say if Putin has photos. He says if Putin has the photos, implying their definitive existence.
Nah, that's crazy. And what the fuck? What the fuck would Putin have this photo then again? You think I would keep moving like drag? With the skeleton. Just look at them pictures at night. I'm capping, Putin A. I'm just playing. I'm not saying that's what you do. That's crazy, nigga. Bro.
And Bubba, by the way, is one of Bill Clinton's nicknames. I have absolutely no idea what these emails actually mean, but I can certainly see why the Trump administration is so very desperate to stop the release of the Epstein files. This is a nightmare for them. Number 12. A simple email from Michael Wolff, quote, "There's an opportunity to come forward this week and talk about Trump in such a way that could garner you great sympathy and help."
Damn, but what did this nigga do to make niggas that mad? Both there on his ass. Like, damn. Was he horny niggas? Are they on his ass?
Finish him. Interested? End quote. Number 11.
Help finish
This one
him?
is with
Bro, they talking like he's dark side.
Linda Stone in September of 2015 and says, quote, "Wondering if the fact that so many people are on antidepressant, ADHD, and other drugs is what makes Trump appealing and his flaws invisible. Will you have a cabinet position?" She's asking Jeffrey Epstein if he'll have a fucking cabinet position with Trump in 2015. After which she also says, "Do you think he can..."
Damn, so the niggas who was like he was working with were trying to hold him? That's crazy. But that's what happens when you come into power. Niggas will try to take you down.
Win? Speak, please. What do you think? To which he replies, "Too far to tell. We will know much more come October 15th. But then, after she asks, "You still in Paris?" Epstein says, "Trump Tower." Keep in mind, we have been repeating...
Oh shit, damn. Yo, that nigga even got a penthouse. Why you trying to hold his mans though? This nigga even got VIP access. Nigga can chill there whatever he want.
repeatedly told to believe that the two separated completely sometime in the early 2000s. But if that's true, why would Epstein's close friend be asking him whether or not he'll have a cabinet position while he stays at Trump Tower? Number 10.
Right.
This exchange is between a Qatari businessman, I believe, named Jabor Y,
Sheikh,
and
damn.
Epstein, where he says, quote, "In Paris today, headed for New York. Trump gives many new things to do," end quote. Once again, casting a very long, very deep shadow over the idea that these two men parted ways a decade earlier and never spoke again. There's a lot of corroboration that that tale, that story, that talking point that they've been giving for like 20 years is not true.
Oh,
Eigentlich solltest du...
Crazy, no. Damn, Trump. You got cap in your raps? I've never seen that man in my life. Just saw him this one time at the party. Yo, that's crazy. listen, Trump might have been guilty of this shit, and he might be allegedly he might be a bad person, but I think even his supporters support him because of his leadership and how he moved like a leader, and he's no fear for anything and taking action, and he's looking like he's doing business. You feel me? He said something and he's doing it. That's why I think people love him. And I'm actually, but I think I told this story before that I fell out with a friend because they thought I was supporting him as a person. I'm like, I don't know this nigga. I'm only interested in what he's doing at the office. Whatever he did on some shit, ain't got nothing to do with me. And if they arrest him, good. If he guilty and he did that shit, good. You feel me? Justice served. You feel me? But we talking about office and we talking about the American people because we got people that we care with, and these are humans at the end of the day. And I remember that time before he came into office, you could see in America there was like they were talking about some other countries spying them, drones, or a country's boat is like on the America shows. I'm like, what's going on? There were a lot of wars, but when he came, suddenly right now, no cap, suddenly right now, I've been hearing less wars, even though they're there, but they're not like they're still there, but they're not like how it was like before he returned into office. I'm like, damn, this nigga don't get tired of fighting every day. I ain't got Christmas to celebrate or something. Watch a movie today. This nigga just wanna fade. Catch hands. That's crazy. Like damn. Them war niggas are different. This nigga was fighting 5 years straight. Like damn. I was sitting down and like, alright bro, that yeah, okay, yeah, I got it. Bro, cause what? Come on, gang. You feel me? So that's the difference. I'm happy for them that they got somebody who's like not playing about their country because president should be about the people, defending them, making them try and improve, and that's what the leaders should be doing. These are the leaders coming to office and they do absolutely nothing. You feel me? I didn't mention no names. Maybe that shit is in Ireland or Antarctica. But he was actually a good. You want a leader like that. You feel me? Who's not playing about here, and is doing everything he can on your best interest, even though he has some flaws in some parts. You feel me? Like how he handles some shit, but at the se- at the end of the day, even when I saw the Christians were being killed in Nigeria, and he was like, "Let me step in." Of course, there was some oil exchange that might have happened, which we don't know. But bro, come on, they're sending their soldiers there. You think they're gonna die for free? They have to get something in return, of course, bro. That is free, and they should like, probably say, "Yo, y'all can take 20% and this motherfucker, and then we good." Business. I think somebody was talking about relationships, and it was like saying every relationship is transactional, from friendship, from relationship, from friendship point of view, from relationship. It's like you gotta give your partner will use you. Your partner is gonna use you. People are afraid their partner's not never gonna they're gonna use you whether you want it or not. It's not even intentional. So you gotta be usable. And if you're useless, nobody wants to be with somebody useless. Either you're bringing, you always make me laugh. You always make me this feeling. They're using you to put in their mood and feel happy. You feel me? What I'm saying? So yes, maybe you will have gotten some oil, but y'all will say y'all can get this oil for this amount of period. Just save our niggas, and we good. That would be alright. You feel me? But I'm not defending him at the end of the day. You feel me? If them niggas thought like that, it would have been cool. But they thinking, oh, they finna steal our shit and all this stuff. But hey, but like I said, still, some things he did as him personally, I don't agree with, and I criticize him for it, and it's not right at all. If he gets jailed for it, good. But I'm talking about the president, him as a president. I would like good work. I would say 90% he did for them shit I did see he was doing. Here, no wars, no the country being an attack, and you know what I mean. That like somehow looking like, and somehow it was good seeing a leader like a leader. The obvious, you know what I mean?
9. Once again, Epstein and this Jabor Y person, quote,
The fuck
"Sorry,
is
I
it?
just checked your email. what time you will leave to the airport. I hope you are in a better place now than New York.
Went to Ibiza?
Sorry. Yes. Palm Beach.
Oh, shit.
All Trump people here.
What the fuck?
End quote. Again, 2016, all Trump people in Palm Beach, but somehow the president knows nothing about him and never spoke to him since 2004. None of it adds up. Number 8. This is between Epstein and Tom Barrack or Tom Barack, however you say that. Closely connected fundraiser and senior advisor to Trump's campaign. Just keep that in mind.
What the fuck is this, nigga? Yo, why would you say what, nigga? Yes, bro. I'll be heated. So it's what is you talking about? Who? You mean to tell me this thing is party and then one of you almost said send photos of you in the chat make me smile? Maybe okay. Listen, you threw me off with this fucking whole investigation. But ain't no way, bro. You know a nigga doing this. Yeah, I mean party about it, and then he send you. I'm like, no, what? Yo,
this thread is from 2000.
That nigga is wild. What? But maybe it just means like, yo. I mean, you could come and see the nigga, but I ain't saying no photo.
16. Quote, hope you are well. Photos look good. FYI, I receive many calls a week about both Donald, beauty contest, Mar-a-Lago, etc., and Clinton from reporters. Less so recently with Clinton, but my answers are always, I have nothing to say, or I try to ignore altogether.
Okay.
A few times I've been ambushed on the street with questions, but I am more careful now. Followed by, send photos of you and child. Make me smile. Sure, that could be innocent. Send a few...
Send of you and child. He didn't say my and your child. Oh, I thought they was talking about his child. Like send me and your kid, you feel me? Like I haven't seen you for long. That's what was my mindset. But now it's in front of you and child. It's what? Nah. Take them niggas in, FBI. FBI? Where y'all at? Where y'all niggas at? What y'all doing? I know y'all niggas ain't got your foot on the fucking desk and them shit's out.
Wholesome family photographs, but A, this is Jeffrey Epstein that we're talking about right now, and B, this is communication about Epstein refusing to answer incriminating questions between him and Trump's own senior advisor in 2016. 7.
Okay. So he's staying true to the streets. Things true to the streets.
Good old Landon Thomas comes back around here with an email exchange that appears to be warning Epstein, reading, quote, he is digging around again. Ooh. Not clear if it's another book or expanded paperback version. Was asking me all sorts of questions about why you hired Ken Starr.
Okay.
I told him I had no idea. I think he is doing some Trump-related digging too. Anyway, for what it's worth. End quote. Why on earth is a New York Times journalist warning Jeffrey Epstein and giving him a heads up that someone is looking into him and Trump?
Oh, shit.
Why is that happening? And why is that happening at that time during that year? Number 6. Landon Thomas to Jeffrey Epstein, quote, he is scaring the shit out of me now. He could well tank the global economy. Can Barack talk sense to him anymore? Maybe it's time for you to jump in now. Given how he is throwing caution to the wind in such epic fashion, why wouldn't he take your call?
See how Barack is like respected, dude. Like even he can give advice and shit. There's with that nigga. Shout out to Obama.
Give it a shot. To which Epstein replies, he feels alone and is nuts.
Oh,
I told everyone from day one, evil beyond belief mad, and most thought I was speaking metaphorically. It's obvious he could crack. Stormy Daniels, lies after lies after lies. And
well, the only thing I'm getting here, even though, like, bro, somebody can talk to you and be as close to you, but, bro, they are holding the shit of you. He's backdooring that nigga. Maybe they had a fallout, but why would you be chilling with somebody you hate? You feel me? There are a lot of fake ass niggas, bro. That's what there's a lot that you can get from him, but still, I'm like, this nigga is just talking mad. And I've been seeing this shit wild, too. Like, yo. So did they have a fallout? Why was he trying to backdoor that nigga? Evil? Nigga, you also have some files. You're the head of the band. What are you talking about? Was Trump taking out niggas or something? Like, what they got going on? Is this the only case, or I don't get it? Was it like the mafia or something? You know, the mafia had people killed, and you feel me? So when he says evil, I'm trying to think about what the fuck he do. What did he do?
Quote, the world's most notorious sex
Is he part of the cartel?
trafficker, okay, directly referring to the sitting president.
Ah, so you're talking about trafficking. But you know what? But I thought these girls were like, oh, so these girls were trafficked. Okay, but not good. But you know how traffic girls look like? Maybe I had the wrong mindset. Traffic girls, I thought they were the one who were being forced. But this niggas was cheating on the photos, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on. No cap. Have you ever seen traffic in movies like how the traffic they're in bad conditions? They're just over there. Maybe there's a different. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
As evil beyond belief. Number 5. Inexplicably, apparently emailed to himself from another account he controlled.
What the fuck? Why are you emailing yourself, bro? Dear diary. What the fuck this thing got going on?
Epstein sends a very long list of names.
Okay.
Rothschild, Rumler, Churkin, Schumer, Rockefeller. Some names we know, some names we
Rockefeller?
don't.
I know that name. Oh, I know Rockefeller. Barack Obama too. It's got a Rico. Barack. Why was he named 3 times? Yo. Goldberg. Rafat, Sultan, Hopkins, Randall. If they're talking about list, then they need to check these niggas. They just give us list. What the fuck this list is for? Then it's gotta be this list. They're talking about Epstein file. If there's a list, what the fuck are these niggas? Then it's gotta be these niggas. So there's gonna be Jay-Z or something in there. Like something controversial and shit. I mean, Trump is already a big name, but who the fuck is this? They don't care about no fucking Myro. What the fuck is this? And us. Who is this niggas? I know who Rockefeller is, though.
Across a wide range of political affiliations and business sectors, but that email is titled List for Bannon Steve, and it was sent in June of 2019. 1 month later, Epstein faced his second arrest. I don't know what that list is for. I don't know all the people.
Yeah, that nigga was wilding. There was watching that nigga, like, yeah. Then if they're looking for a list, then if we were on a list, it's gonna be this niggas. And they acted like that shit is classified. You know, I thought that shit had some controversial name, like we're gonna hear King, something. You feel me? But well, yeah, I wasted my time. I don't even want that list. No.
That are on it, right? I don't recognize all of these names, but I can tell you that this is a tiny little fraction of the files that are being withheld from the public, and that the level of discrepancy between what we now see in black and white correspondence versus what the current administration has been incessantly claiming is unignorable. They are not telling the truth. Number 4. Now for some of the most damning things, okay?
Okay.
In a 2018 email thread between Epstein and Thorbjorn Jagland, we can see, quote, I think you might suggest to Putin that Lavrov can get insight on talking to me. Vitaly Churkin used to, but he died.
I might think you might suggest for this Lavrov.
After which Epstein continues later, Churkin was great. He understood Trump after our conversations.
Okay.
It's not complex. He must be seen to get something. It's that simple. End quote. Let's get something straight right now, okay? This is email evidence in 2018 of Jeffrey Epstein, who has repeatedly claimed explicitly to hold compromising information about sitting President Donald Trump.
Facts.
Talking to the former Norwegian
He has the contingency plan.
prime minister and saying that he coached Russia on how to handle Donald Trump. I don't care who...
What the fuck? Yo! Yo! That nigga Putin was... He moving different. Bro, he had niggas to also... Bro, what? Nah, these niggas are moving wild. What? How to handle Trump? That's crazy. They coached him. Yo! They did a video... How do you call it? When NFL players like go and start video analyzing them opponents. No, that's just wild.
You are, or what politics or loyalty or affiliations you have, that's a fucking problem.
Fucking ad. Well, them ads are killing my ass.
Number 3. These last three are some of the most common. They're the ones that mainstream media have been fixating on, I guess, the most. But there's a very good reason for that. From Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell, quote, I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump.
Oh, shit,
Virginia
okay.
spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned, police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. To which Maxwell replies, I've been thinking about that, end quote. Number 2, email to Michael Wolff, quote, blank, Virginia Giuffre, we know that because of context now, blank worked at Mar-a-Lago.
Okay.
She was the one that accused Prince Andrew. Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course he knew about the girls, as he asked Ghislaine to stop, end quote.
Okay.
And then lastly, number 1, the big cheese, from Michael Wolff to Jeffrey Epstein at the end of 2015, quote, I hear CNN planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in scrum afterwards.
Okay.
Epstein replies, if we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? Why the fuck would they be able to craft an answer for him is the real question. And then finally, quote, I think you should let him hang himself if he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the House, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency.
Okay.
You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you. Or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him, generating a debt. Of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and he's gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed in a Trump regime, end quote.
Yeah, them niggas was wild. They were using, also they were helping you. That's why I don't like getting help from niggas, because they owe you, like, bro, the world is just like niggas with masks. Bro, you can't even take help from niggas no more.
Those 21 emails, okay, I'll just let people kind of mull over and unpack those for themselves. Those 21 emails, although in proper context, I am absolutely positive that there's more, let alone the rest of the files that are being suppressed and withheld, but by this overtly corrupt administration. Those 21 email threads, let's call them, are the notable standouts of the latest Epstein document release that I saw. And if you go back across the saga thus far, these emails make it abundantly clear, overwhelmingly clear, that pretty much everyone involved has been lying through their teeth the entire time,
Oh, shit, okay.
and that the truth is absolutely horrific for Donald Trump.
Okay.
Like I said before, this is a developing story across many months that I'll talk about to the bitter end over and over, but for now, that's it. If you want to support the channel, check out the links down below, a special VPN.
Bro, I think the US will not let that shit happen. It's gonna make them look bad. Feel me? But hey, they're just gonna toy, and this shit maybe gonna come out in 2060. I don't know. We're gonna see though.